Hi, my name is Paige Crone. I am with the agency that's formerly known as Serenity Home Health and Hospice, but currently it is known as Traditions Hospice as it was bought out over winter break. I have a client who is on our services just for protein malnutrition. Um, Pretty much just they're not getting enough nutrients, and their body is slowly shutting down and slowly declining. However, my patient happens to be more rapidly declining. Um, my role there is the social work student. I also dabble in volunteer services and bereavement coordination. The challenges I have faced with this client is that the client's caregiver is their son who lives in the garage and does a lot of hard drugs, and is not really a responsible caregiver for our patient. He has a lot of friends over that come and stay and live in the garage as well. Um, the reason that a lot of this is an issue is one, like they can't provide proper care for our patient, but also the client has a lot of behavioral outbursts due to being on drugs, and a lot of it has happened whenever we, as a staff and company, have been present. So the son often comes in very angry and yelling at our staff members. He also has gotten not physically violent as far as putting his hands on someone else, but he has thrown objects and broken them and thrown them near our staff members, as well as urinate on the floor. We did have to call Adult Protective Services on him just because this was not a safe situation for our patient and for our facility and staff members as well. Ultimately, we told the family members, because there's others that are involved that are not just the son. We told the family members that in order for us to continue with services for their father, that the son would have to be removed from the home. And we did provide resources as far as like homeless shelters and different places that he could go, so that it wasn't just kicking him out on the streets. And so we did say that this needed to be done before we could continue services, because it's not a safe environment for our staff members as well as the patient. And unfortunately, they chose not to comply. So therefore, we did have to terminate services. And another unfortunate thing about terminating services is we don't know what happened, or if the situation got better or worse, if the patient's still living or on a steady decline to passing away. So, but yeah, it was very challenging because we did want to help the patient and we did enjoy the patient, but ultimately it was not a safe situation for the staff members. And so despite the interventions that we did try, we were unable to proceed with care.